Hi, it's Agita here. Lots of people complained that my last video was too quiet, which it was, because I was filming it unholy times of the night. So today's video is going to be an unusual occurrence because of three things. One, because I have a new stretcher and I'm really happy because it's shiny and it's a spiral. Ooh, it's pretty. Two, because I'm filming at daylight hours. And three, I'm going to introduce you to my cat who is busy eating a plastic bag. Come here. Oh, get that out of your mouth. Right, this is my cat. This is my cat. Say hi. Say hi. Can you just be sociable and say hi? Right, he's being a poo, so... Anyway. Yeah. Therian. It's not religion, for one. It's not a cult. I wouldn't say it's a lifestyle either, because it's not just something you can adopt and decide that's a way you're going to be. It's not like we pick up a copy of Twilight and just like, oh, werewolves are cool. Yeah, I think I'll do that for the rest of my life. No, it's not a choice either. Well, yeah, the novelty of it sounds like a good idea at the time. Like, ooh, everyone, I'm a werewolf. Ooh, I'm a badger, a hedgehog, peacock, whatever inside. And it all sounds very cool, but it can get in the way, especially in social situations. And if you're someone who's sensitive to sensory input, then if you're an animal who's also quite sensitive to things, it can make things unbearable at times. You know, I seem to be more aware of sounds and smells when I'm mentally shifted. Which I am already. I'm hypersensitive because I have Asperger's syndrome. And there are times where I'm mentally shifted and there's so much going on and I'm trying to pay attention to about a million things at once. And I could have a major freak out. Yeah, anyway. Therian is the belief or the condition, you know, you might not, believe that it's anything spiritual or psychological or whatever, but it doesn't stop the fact that you are a Therian. It's the idea of someone being part animal, perceiving themselves to be part animal, having the psychological characteristics of the animal they believe themselves to be. A lot of Therians experience a multitude of different shifts. The most common one, I think, being a mental shift, is when you slide into the mentality of the animal you're supposed to be. Or some people feel like they're animal most of the time. In my case, I do. I don't see my wolf side as another side of me. It is me. It is me in the present, the constant, always. So I might have urges to do wolf-like things, but I'm still, in my human mind, I have the rationality and the consciousness. I can decide whether or not to act upon those urges. Shifts can degree in intensity, so there are times where I will find I let something slip. But then I'm still conscious enough to, be able to afterwards be like, crap, I shouldn't have done that in public. And there are times where, yes, this is where I'm going to sound like a crazy person. I'm not particularly aware of what's going on at the time. And then, of course, I have lovely friends to look at me afterwards and be like, you realize you just lit that person, right? And I'm just like, again. Yeah, phantom shifts. It's not as outlandish as it seems. Some people like to perceive the phantom part of it as being of a spiritual nature. Phantom is in, like, some kind of ghost. I do not believe that these parts of mine are ghostly. I think because it's well known and documented, phantom limb syndrome isn't just something that people make up. There are plenty of doctors who acknowledge its existence. Just the fact that it is possible for people to experience those kind of sensations, the sensations of having a limb that doesn't physically appear to be there, but being aware of it, and also people having sensory feedback from sorry, I had to tell my cat off. Because that is possible and it's been proven in non-Therians, there is absolutely no reason why Therians shouldn't feel the animal limbs when they're not an animal, obviously. Granted, phantom limb syndrome is experienced by people who, most of the time, did have a limb there at some point. But loads of people argue, because of their beliefs in reincarnation, that they did have a limb there at one point in a past life, and that is why they still feel it there. I personally don't believe in reincarnation. I'm not into the idea of alternate universes or stuff like that, but I think it's quite possible that there is another plane of existence, not like full of stuff as such, but more like an acetate overlay, where there isn't much there apart from the added things, Well, loads of people believe in a spiritual realm anyway, and I suppose if you're religious, then you would have to believe in a spiritual realm. Not necessarily like it's full of like a replication of what's in this one, but just, a couple of extra bits, like the what ifs or could have beens, kind of, if things had carried on in a certain way, that it would be like that. Like, if I was born into my wolf body, which looks something like this, it's a little thing I drew earlier, that's me, that I would have these limbs, and I believe that more so now than before, because I'm very skeptical of these things. I'm not the most spiritually minded person. Is that when I see my phantom self in dreams or feel my limbs, they're always consistent. And I've noticed myself growing as I've gotten older as well. It's not like I just decided to wake up one day, I want to be a purple dragon with 65 wings! It's not like that. It's just like, I'm a kind of small, fluffy little endangered species of wolf. Yeah, whatever. So that's phantom shifting and mental shifting. Some people experience shifting during dreams. These can be either first-person dreams or third-person dreams. In first-person dreams, I've been